You've been told what to look for, you know what to do, and yet you keep screwing it up. Your strategy supposedly works, but then it doesn't work for you. And it's not your mentor, it's not the market. The reason it's not working for you is because it's your mind, it's your poor psychology, which is why it's difficult. And there is a way out. And in this video, if you stick around to the end, I would have walked you through how you can improve your trading psychology. But before we get started, go ahead, like and subscribe, drop a comment below, because this is going to help boost the algorithm and get this message out to more traders like you. So let's get started. You have to understand first that we live in a thought world. Everything that you see around you was created in somebody's mind. Somebody had to think about the Porsche, the Ferrari, the airplane, the phone, your computer, the software. Everything that you touch and see in your physical world, in the 3D world, came from the 4D, somebody's internal world. They had to think of it first. And it's the same with your trading results. Your trading results are the reflection of your internal world, of your internal mindset. And if your results are crap, it's probably because you have crappy mindset, poor psychology. And this is the thing that's holding you back. So you have to, first of all, understand this simple concept and accept this as a truth, because this is how reality works. Your reality is a reflection of your internal world. So you have to get this first. And then your mind can be one or two things. It could be your best friend or your worst enemy. So if you're not aware of your mind and you're using your mind like a peasant, like a unaware peasant, always reactive, always emotional, always controlled, a prisoner of your own thoughts, completely brainwashed by the matrix, by your school, by your society, by your village, to think a certain way, that's going to keep you from succeeding as a trader, right? You can have the best mentor teach you the best strategy and you'll still screw it up because your mindset is working against you. So you have to understand that it's either your enemy. You need to know if it's your enemy, then you need to know your enemy. Or it's your best friend, and then life is good for you. Okay, everything is in flow. Everything is easy. You're not fighting anymore. Right? Listen to what I'm saying, because this is going to improve your life in all areas. And when I say you have to know the enemy, like in the art of war, you have to know your enemy as in you have to know your mind. And you have to catch yourself out when you're revenge trading, when you're impatient, when you're FOMOing into a trade, when you're chasing price. All these things, I bet you've done it already this week. And you're not even aware of it. And you're frustrated. And your results are negative. Right? But the guy on YouTube with the Lambo, it's working for him. Yeah, because his brain is not messed up like yours. The only thing you have in common with your mentor is that you both share the same strategy. You don't have the same mind. You understand? That's why it works for him, but it doesn't work for you. And then your broke ass mind gets angry at everybody, starts blaming, and then you go out and start calling everything a scam. There's no scams out there, right? I can list a whole bunch of good mentors that I've had, of people that I've learned from, and all of them are legit. They're all good. Of course, there are some idiots out there that are total clowns, but you know, that's just part of the whole lesson. That's just part of your process, right? So, back to knowing your enemy, your mind. Here's how to do it. You take a piece of paper and a pen. Every time you open a chart, every time you take a trade, you journal. You journal how you were thinking, your thought process before, during, and after the trade. You do this. It's boring, but you got to do it. Nobody said trading is fun. This is how you do the work. You have to do this. If you want fun, you go to Las Vegas, you go to the casino, you can go gamble. You don't need to write anything down there. But if you're trading, you treat it like a business. Every single trade you put on is a business decision. You need to know exactly what you're doing. You need to know what you're feeling, what you're thinking. You need to be aware, like your life depends on it, because it does. Your family's waiting for you. Your parents want to see you win. They're tired of working. Everybody around you is depending on you to get this shit correct. So get your shit together, man. So you write this down. I don't care if you like it or not, you write it down. You do it because you need to do this. If you don't do this, you don't grow, you don't change. So you write down your emotions and you track it. And you'll start to see a pattern. Oh, I'm a revenge trader. Oh, I keep FOMOing. Oh, I can't hold a trade. Do you even know if you can hold a trade overnight? Do you have the cojones to hold a trade without going crazy, without having to check the charts 100 times? Can you even do that? If you can't do that, you got a problem. If you have to micromanage your trades, you have a problem because you don't have an edge. You have an ego. If you have to sit in front and move your stops and do this and look after your trades, you don't have an edge, bro. You just have an ego. You don't want to be wrong, right? I challenge you to take a trade, close your computer, and walk away. See if you can do it. If you can't do it, you have a problem. You have a psychology problem. And then once you can do this, once you know what your enemy is, which part of your habits keep repeating, the FOMO, the revenge, the need to be right, only then can you start doing the work on yourself. And that work is, the meditation, mindfulness, joining my course. We go really deep. Or you can do some trading affirmations to reprogram your subconscious mind. You have to do something. You need to do something. The best traders are doing something that you're not doing. And it's not the strategy. The strategy is the easy part, man. Anybody can learn a strategy in 1 hour, right? All you got to do is sit and focus on a video for 1 hour, and then you have a new strategy. Can you even focus for 5 minutes? Or do you have 10 windows open when you're trading? Maybe you got Facebook open, maybe you got Instagram open, maybe you got Pornhub open. Like you're 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 here to make money as a professional trader, or you're here to like just feed your dopamine and treat everything like a casino. That's why you're not improving. Right? So you need to do the internal work. You have to do it. It's important. If we live in a thought world and everything you see around you is the result of somebody else's thinking, then that's how important this is, because your results is a reflection of your thinking. Do you understand? If you're not thinking, then you're not even alive. So you have to be aware of this, right? Because your thoughts will shape your results. And then once you've done that, now you need to learn how to detach. You need to detach from the outcome, the indifference of winning and losing. It does not matter if you win or lose. You got to get rid of your ego. Your ego is so big, you want to be right all the time. You have to kill it. It's not going to serve you. It's not doing anything good for you. You have one small win and then you got to go and post it everywhere and show off. Like, that's just going to kill your growth. So you need to be quiet, grow in silence, learn from your mistakes, and detach from the outcome. Detach from the result. Not care about the money. Whether you win or you lose, stop looking at your P&L. It's not going to do anything for you except give you anxiety, right? So you need to learn how to hold a trade. You need to be able to wait for your setup. When the setup presents itself, take the trade without hesitation, without thinking, without having to guess, without doubting. You take the trade and then you close the computer and you go live your life. You don't come up to the market every day like you're entitled, like the market owes you something, and you're trading one pair, two pairs, and you show up at 8 o'clock every morning, New York, try to force a trade. Like maybe you don't have a trade that day. Maybe your setup is not there that day. What are you trying to force? The market does not owe you anything. So you need to detach from this money, right? And then once you can detach, you have to create this new identity of yourself, your self-image of a professional trader. Think what a professional trader does. Do you think a professional trader is forcing trades, impatient? Do you think they're eating shit? Do you think a professional trader is out of shape? No, probably not. Right? So you need to change your self-image of what a professional trader is, how they act, how they think, right? The professional, even the most professional, is still journaling, right? They're still sharpening the axe every damn day. They're just getting sharper because they know that they don't know it all. That's a funny thing, right? You see, successful people know that they don't know it all. Actually, the more you know, the more you learn, the more you know, the more you realize how little you know. And then the unsuccessful guy thinks he knows everything, doesn't need to learn nothing. Oh yeah, that's all bullshit. You can't tell. Your cup is full. You're never gonna grow, right? The real successful people, they know that they don't know everything. So every day they're sharpening their axe. They might learn something, they might improve, just even if they can prove 0.01% more better, it's worth it because it compounds over time. It compounds every day. You get a little bit better, right? You get a little bit more dangerous. You get a little bit more sharper, right? You get a little bit more precise, more accurate. That's what you need to be doing. That's your new identity. Your old self, you need to fucking let it go, man. It didn't work for you then. It's not going to work for you today, right? Your bad habits, if you don't have any discipline, you can't get to a gym, you can't eat correct, you can't stop scrolling. If you can't do those things, like what makes you think you can trade? That stuff is like that's the easy stuff. So you need to have a new self-image. Go and think about it. Go think what a professional is doing, acting, being, and go be that person, right? You can be anything you want. So that's your new self-image. If you can do that, you'll start improving your psychology because now you see yourself as a different person, right? You have a new story about yourself. Your old story was struggling, failing, loser. Kill it, right? Get out of that story because if you're stuck in that story will keep repeating. Do you understand? So you need to change your self-image. And then trading becomes easy. Life becomes beautiful. Before you know it, you're where you were dreaming of being. Now you're living that life because you did the work, right? You did the internal work. You fix yourself from the inside, and now it's your outside world is showing. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you want to go deep, then check out the first link in the description, the Inner Edge Pro. This is what we do. We reprogram the subconscious mind for traders only. It'll improve your life. It'll improve your trading. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe and drop a comment below and let me know where you're at with your trading. Until next time, stay safe out there. Take care. Bye.